Oh no, these were people, I mean, they had, let's put it this way. There were two ways of getting these revelations. One was spontaneously, and one was through training. Now, and we could call it, if you like, in today's world, in today's terms, we could call it channeling. Okay? So sometimes this would happen to people spontaneously, and that was called noho, which is a word that means to sit down, okay, or also to inhabit, has those kinds of meanings. But that was called noho, when it happened spontaneously. And then people would listen to it, but just because it happened didn't mean, I mean, they'd look for the practical value in it. So keeping a sacred fire for the purpose of keeping a sacred fire to please the gods, that would not have occurred to the Hawaiians. Doing it for some practical benefit to the society, yeah, okay, we can see that. Because remember, what we call their gods were personifications of the forces of nature. And the most powerful forces of nature were what have been translated as the most powerful gods, were the most powerful living beings, yes, right. Now, the other kind was called haku, haka. And haka was a different kind of word. It carries the connotation of to perch, like a bird perching on a branch. Right? And that type was under the control of the person who had been trained to make contact with something and channel information from it. So there were the two ways of doing it. Since these were in the story, these were both kahunas who were in charge of the fires, they had undoubtedly made connection on purpose, because kahuna means expert. And just because somebody has a revelation, that doesn't make him a kahuna. These kahunas were always trained experts. And so that's what their role was. That's what they did. So they would get information and then pass that on to the people or do something practical with that information.